Hello, and welcome to Turkish Films Chess Channel. Today, Daily Chess Analysis, Episode 21, with a twist. So I have not yet analyzed this game. You can see there's some blunders here. You can see I played 88.2%. It was a total slaughter. Um, but I'm actually going to go through the game with you guys, partially because I'm just so late on this. Something kind of came up. And so I'm really late making this video. So instead of spending the normal hour or 30 minutes on analysis and then posting a maybe shorter condensed version, I'm just going to go through the analysis that I would normally do with you guys. So I go to retry to see the moves. So here, my opening move, queen d4, wasn't very good. The computer always responds to weird stuff by just playing regularly. So I think knight f3 is probably fine. Yeah, it was one of the knights. This just seemed bad because it's a bad structure. Okay, next time I see the Fajarowicz, I'm just going to play knight f3. Here it says a3 was bad. a3 is kind of tacky and doesn't really improve situation after this. I don't know what the computer wants me to do here. This pawn's hanging. I thought defend it, but then that's not attacked anymore. I don't want to play this move because knight there looks scary. Do we have tricks or something? Yeah, I don't think we have anything. That looks really bad. I mean, I have a million defenders, so maybe it's not really that bad. I'm just gonna get a hint. Okay, wow, it's f4. I'm so scared of f4. Doesn't the knight come in? Oh my gosh, he castles? Yeah, that's scary. I mean, I am a whole piece here, but I mean, now just say goodbye to castling kingside. And if he castles queenside, then that's scary. I mean, if he castles kingside, castling queenside is scary for me. In this position, I played bishop e3, attacking the pawn. I thought that was a good move. It's just awkward enough sitting in front of this pawn. Is the computer just going to say f4 again? Ugh. I'm not going to play f4. I don't care what it says. Never play f4. I mean, always play f4, but yeah. Okay, so those are the main errors it says. I find that kind of hard to believe. I'm going to look really quick, actually, at the opening here. So we have the Budapest defense. This has been reached a lot of times. Knight e4 and knight g4 are the only moves. And after knight g4, I'm playing bishop f4. Perfect, that's the best move. Okay, we're not going to go into Budapest defense theory right now. After knight e4 in the game, the main move is knight f3. Also a3. I kind of dig a3 because these checks are irritating. I like a3 quite a bit, actually. a3, I have a pawn here on e5. So if I can get a3, b4, and my bishop on this diagonal, just solidifying that pawn forever and ever, that looks pretty nice, honestly. That knight's not going to stay there for long. A modest knight d2 I'm happy with, after a3, of course. Yeah, so I might look at a3 more. But again, the computer did say knight f3, so we'll look at that later. Okay, on to the game. Queen d4 not recommended because of the main idea, I believe, of this opening, which is the check with these protected squares. And after knight d2, whoops, bishop d2, he can then play knight to c6, combining attack with defense. My queen's got to stay tethered to this guy. And if I go back, I drop the pawn. So queen d5. Yeah, this is already pretty tricky. Because after here it takes... Yeah, queen d5. Check. Takes. And that's a pawn. Knight e5. e4. Discovered defense. And this is how the game should go. Right? And it seems it's fairly equal here. That's kind of sad that he can play a weird move like knight e4 and get away with it. But one of these moves is probably pretty inaccurate. Probably queen d5, I think. Okay. But that's okay. Instead, he played queen h4, which I did not think was a very good move. So at first I was like, oh no, a pin. Maybe this knight has some checks. There's no checks, so I'm not worried about this knight moving. So at first I was like, aha, let's attack it and win it. But obviously that doesn't work. The second idea is, let's move this knight and attack it. But again, that doesn't work. So let's attack the queen. That's a good threat, right? checks, captures threats. He pinned, which I expected, and knight c3 looks like a great normal move. Here, the only move that defends the knight still is that one. f5 doesn't work. In this position, f5 doesn't work because I take the queen. I forgot the queen's hanging. This intermezzo really confused me. So he's got to save the queen and save the knight. Queen g4, only way to do that. Yeah, just queen g4. And, oh, whoa, not f3. Okay, f3 still winning. f3, knight c3. Oh, no, he gets away. So we got to play a3. He doesn't capture it. Knight c6. I still can't take this guy. And now we play calm queen e3. I like this a lot. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm kind of going kind of quickly. Anyway, in the game he played c5. Not a very good move. He's attacking my queen back, though. So now I have to find a move that maintains all my threats, but doesn't have my queen attacked. And I found it. Queen d3. I'm very happy with myself. Still attacking this guy. Still attacking this guy. He played queen g4. And here, f3 works. It's a fork. He took a one-way ticket to Fork Town. And queen h5 just gives up the knight for nothing. I took with the queen, because taking with the pawn is tripled pawns. And you automatically lose in a game of chess if you have tripled pawns. It's just the rules. Knight c6 just developing. And like I said earlier in the video, I didn't want to play f4, even though f4 is kind of asking to be played, right? You win connect 4, a strong central e-pawn, one of two, right? We still have our other e-pawn, because remember he gambited in the beginning. I just was really afraid of this, and there's like some pressure here, but I just have a million pieces. The computer says king f2. What a baller. That's nerves of steel. And I'm supposed to offer him a queen trade, or he offers me a queen trade. This is some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm just super winning this position, just up a whole piece. My king's really safe here. I can try to force the bishop away. I can play moves like this. Very, very good. I played a3 instead of f4. I shouldn't have been so afraid. A3 doesn't accomplish anything and wastes a crucial tempo and lets him take here, doubling my pawns. But he doesn't. He goes back. Bishop e3. Okay, the computer still wants f4. We don't have to analyze it. Knight captures e5. And after f4. So when I was deciding on what move to play, I was like, can I let him take? And then I was calculating, if he takes, can I play f4, which looks like it wins a piece? And I thought, oh no, he can play f5, counterattacking my queen. But then I saw that after this, if he tries f5, attacking my queen, he's now interrupted protection of the queen to the knight, so I can just take it with check, which I was very happy that I saw. So I'm up another piece. If he goes to a dark square, check wins the bishop. So he's got to go to this light square. I mean, not if he goes here. How do we win here? Oh, queen captures g7. That's pretty rough. Okay. But instead, after f4, I think he saw f5 didn't work, so he castled. And take with the queen. I'm not going to take with the pawn. Taking with the queen offers a trade of queens and doesn't damage my structure. Okay, he resisted the trade of queens. I queenside castled. It says I should have taken this pawn. I thought about it for like half a second, but then I was like, well, oh, that hangs a rook. Oh my gosh, to save the rook, you'd have to go here. And then after this, I'd win this guy there. That's kind of crazy. Yikes. d6 is a great move. And rook d6 is killer. He's got to go. He's got to just give up the queen. It says bishop e7, I think. Let's see. After this move here, the queen's only squares there. And after bishop h3, that's a trapped queen. Can't go anywhere. That's crazy. So sad. Nowhere to go. Yeah, that's really sad. So in this position, bishop c7, it says, but after bishop c5. Did I just take here at some point? Bishop d6. Queen d6? No, bishop d6. And rook d8. There we go. Now the rook gets in the game. Whoa, just c5. That's such a baller move. Just defending your bishop, not backing down. So you can see all my pawns are gone forward, but he has no attacking units, so it doesn't matter. When the game is this lost, like all moves are fine, pretty much. I did blunder later on though, that's for sure. He played queen. Oh, I didn't take the. I didn't, just win on the spot. I instead put it over here. He gets another chance to save his queen. I defended my bishop. Computer said, "Don't defend your bishop. Play this move." After f5, if queen captures here with check. Oh my gosh, that defends the bishop. I didn't even see that. That's hard to see. That saves the bishop. And if queen here, does this trap the queen? No, it doesn't. Oh, f6 though, threatens checkmate. After queen captures g5, whoa. If he takes here, queen f6, gf6. Oh, this is just bad for his structure. Okay, I'm sorry. This is actually how I go through to figure out what the lines are and figure out what I'm gonna say and not gonna say to you guys. He took a pawn. e4 just makes a lot of sense. Getting my bishop in the game, attacking his queen. I invited his queen to a really good square, but I intend to kick it out. The computer wants me to just crush him with an attack. My goal is just to trade queens with all my might. I'm just trying to trade queens off the board. Okay, these are all regular moves. Here, yeah, here I could have taken a free pawn. I definitely didn't want to take that guy because his rooks were coming in and I was scared. My idea here was after he moves his bishop there, my bishop and his knight, or my knight and his bishop swap places while threatening a queen trade. Save the rook. And I was not a fan of c4 because c4 let my queen here, which lets me try to trade queens, which I did. He was like, no, I'm good. And I really wanted to take here. The problem was I thought his rook lines up. Let's see if I'm right. Rook here. Oh, bishop c4. Rook here doesn't work. What am I missing? Oh, no. That's right. After I take, he takes, because if I take back, then he wins the queen. There it is. I knew there was a tactic there. So I played king b1, getting my king all nice and safe. Yeah, bishop h3 is good because it protects this square here. Okay, save the queen. And here, I can win a queen with knight e7. But I'd rather have a queen for free, so I played knight f3. Because after the forced b5, I then took the queen for free. The b pawn moved from defending the queen to not defending the queen. And here I'm just up so much material that these two pawns are kind of irritating, so I just got rid of them with a knight. And I got a third pawn, so material equality. I mean, I got 3 pawns for the knight, so this is just winning. Rooks are rooks, bishops are bishops. I have a knight and a queen extra, and approximately, let me see, 2 million pawns. Rook b to d8, bring my queen back home. Here you don't want to take, because after rook to d1, you have to give up your queen. You're still super winning. So what's this line? Oh, if bishop here, and if rook captures, then we take here, and if bishop captures, we take the rook, and if rook here, oh, then queen captures b3, of course. Of course. Rook e captures here, then queen captures c4, your back rank is weak. Yikes. Okay, but I played rook c1. I don't care at these tactics at the end. Rook e d4. I can just take that guy. I literally didn't see that. I was actually super low on time here. And the game's just over. If she removes, this is me. Okay, so lessons to learn here. Don't play queen d4 against the what's it called again? Sorry. It's called the Fajarowicz defense. That goes d4, knight f6, c4, e5, the Budapest, and after d captures e5, knight to e4. So I'm going to look at a3, but also knight f3 some other time. These two moves, I think a3 makes a lot more sense to me, and I actually like that all my moves so far have been pawn moves. I kind of dig that it's like not in the style, but you can see after a3, which to me is just shutting down everything he ever had, I'm still +1. So this is just a winning position or a really strong advantage for white. So don't play queen d4. I think for most of these tactics, I actually carried myself very well. g3 correct, knight c3 correct, queen d3 correct, f3 correct, queen e4 correct. So all that was good. A3 incorrect. I gotta learn how to play f4, but it's hard. Still didn't play f4. Now I played f4 because it wins a piece, and the rest of the game isn't too interesting. If anything, I just gotta make sure that I see knight e7. That was pretty bad. Didn't look at all the checks, captures, threats. I was also very low on time at this point. So there's not a whole lot to analyze here, honestly. It was just a blunder in the opening, and I took over. I played 88% with over half my moves, almost 55%. The average move difference was quite high. A 1 move difference, that 1 point difference, that's really crazy. How is it that drastic? I don't understand how it's that drastic. I'm trying to see the report. So in my moves, I had a missed win, 1 mistake, and 2 inaccuracies. So these 4 moves here counteracted all these other best move difference. So these best moves were not at all different. So it's when you differ, how much do you differ by? So these 23 moves, which are really good, I made 23 moves. That's great. Don't count towards the score. Or just this missed win was like 1,000,000 points or something like that. Everything was good. We have to work on our bishop play and our king play. Okay, I don't care about king play. That's fine. Queen d4 was a bad move. But I still had the advantage because the Fajarowicz is just so bad. That's been all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stay Turkish. Good night.